Alright, so today is going to be a voiceover. We're going to start off by applying some Urban Decay Primer Potion all over the lid, and then I'm going to blend this out with a brush. This was going to be a spoken tutorial, but my neighbors are getting a new roof installed, and my lawn guy just showed up, so here we are. So to start off, we're going to go in with this color Zobo. And with a crease brush, this is the Morphe M433, we're going to start applying this color in our crease, packing it on first, and then slowly blending it out. We want to build the intensity in this color, so I just keep going back in and out and blending it out all the way up towards almost the brow area. I like to take my shadow pretty high because I have a lot of lid space. And this is actually the only color we're going to be adding into our crease, so you want to make sure that you take the time to blend this out really well. This is a really pigmented color, so if you are new at shadow, this color may be intimidating. It's always best to add a little and build up. That does make the process a little bit easier. And then next, I'm going to go in with this color Calabar, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid because we're going to do a monochromatic eye look today. Now I started off first by applying the color with this small shadow brush. It's kind of fluffy, and honestly, I'm really hungover this day, and I should not have used this brush. I probably should use a flat eyeshadow packing brush. So I end up going in with my finger to apply the color to intensify it and then blend it out. And so here I am applying it with my finger so I can get it looking bright and bold and beautiful. And then again, I started to bring it up into my crease with that same brush. And then I think maybe my brain decided to actually kick in this morning, and I went back in with the original crease brush that I used to apply that transition color with just a little bit more color, and I'm just blending it up into that first color so we have a nice seamless gradient. And then next I went in with this eyeshadow. It's by MAC, it's called Brûlée. I'm gonna add this to my highlight color. This is the only out of palette color that I used because I didn't want a shimmery brow, but there are no matte light colors I could use. Then with the same process, I'm going to start applying the lower lash color. So I'm going in with Burkina first. I'm sorry, Zobo, which is that bright pink color that we added to our transition. And it's very pigmented, so I went in with a fluffy brush and I'm just kind of building it up. And then once I get looking the way I would like, I'm going to go back in with that Calabar color and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line as well. I did wet this color to give it a bit more intensity because I went in with this brush, again, that's kind of fluffy, and I should have went in with a more dense brush, but like I said, hungover, brain was not working. Then I'm going to go in with this color Dahlia, and we're going to add this as our inner corner highlight. Then I'm going to add some black eyeliner to the top and bottom waterlines. This is Feline by MAC. And then I'm going to go in with this black gel liner. This is Black Track by MAC. And we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of a wing. And that's it for this look. Very simple. Monochromatic eye. So let's go on to look number 2. The third look, and for this we're going to start off by adding some ColourPop No Filter Concealer all over the lid. This is in the number 26. I'm going to apply this with the brush, or blend it out with the brush. This is the base we're using today. And then I'm going to go in with the first color, which is called Burkina, and I'm going to apply that to my crease with a large fluffy brush. This is a Morphe brush, but there's no number on it, so I can't tell you what it is. We're just going to blend this out and build it up until we get it looking the way that we like. The transition color is always the very most important color that you want to get looking right and blend it out because it sets the tone for the rest of the makeup. So just take your time with this. And then next I'm going to go in with a more tapered crease brush, and we're going to add the color Zulu into the crease. Building up that color as well, getting the crease looking really good and dark, and we're going to also taper it out in the corners like I like to do. Make sure you blend it up into the transition color. And then with that same brush, I'm going to add some of the color Ada. And we're going to add this to the outer corner of the lid and blending that up into the crease. I did also go in and add a little bit of the color Fulani to deepen that outer corner of the eyelid up because it was a little bit too red, but I forgot to add that part in. And then next, going in with a flat shader brush, I'm using the MAC 424, we're going to add some Zola to the lid of the eye. Starting at the center, we're going to pack it on, and we're going to take it about 3/4 of the way into the eye, but we're still going to leave the inner corner blank. And we're going to keep building and packing this color on. It's going to look just like a cut crease because I am taking it slightly above the lid because I have hooded eyes, but you don't actually have to go through the process of cutting the crease. Then I'm going to go in with that same brush and add the color Giza to the most inner part of the eye that we left blank. And then I decided to go in with the color Chi, which is this dark blue color, and add this to the outer edge of the eye, blending it into the blue. And just keep packing it on and blending it out. Then I'm going to start on my lower lash line, and for that I'm going to go in first with Burkina and then Zulu. We're just going to smoke out that lower lash line. And that's pretty much it for the look. I went ahead and added some brown liner to my waterline and also as my eyeliner. And then mascara. Didn't really show all this because you know how to do all this. And then I went in with some highlight. I'm using the Maybelline Chrome. And then for lips, I added some Urban Decay liner in 1993. And then this ColourPop Girl Gang lippy stick. And then I added some ColourPop Fairy Floss lip gloss over the top of it for a little bit of shine. And that's it. The second look is done. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to look number 3. Okay, so to start off look number 3, we're going to start the exact same way using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer all over a light azure base. Then going in with that first color, Burkina, and a fluffy brush, we are going to add this in our crease as our initial transition color. Making sure to blend it out and build up the color till we see fit. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker color, so we're going to do Fulani with a different denser crease brush, and we're going to really pack this color on deep into the crease. And we're also going to want to add this to the very outer corner of the eye, and just keep going back and building up that color. because we really want this to be pretty intense. Next, going in with the color Dahlia, we're going to apply this to the entire crease with a fluffy brush because we kind of want a wash of color. We don't want it to be too intense. I'm also going to go ahead and add it as my highlight as well. And then I'm going to go on my lower lash line with those Steam 2 colors, starting off with Burkina and then deepening it with Fulani. And then I'm going to take this LA Girl Limelight Green Gel Liner. And we're going to apply this to the waterline, but also the lower lash line. This is kind of going to be our base for the next color because we're going to add the green shadow on top of that. So I'm going to add that color Malia, and I'm actually going to use a dense pencil brush. So I'm using the MAC 219, I believe this is, and we are going to buff that down. This is a good way to add color for people who are scared. Then we're going to go in with this Suva Beauty liner, and we're going to add a thick black graphite liner, and I went ahead and added some lashes this time. As you can see, I wanted the liner to be very, very big and very bold, especially because I was adding such large lashes on top. Make sure you pinch them so that they are close to your lash line. Then I'm going to go in with the color Giza, and I'm going to add this as my inner corner highlight. Then I just added some red lips. So I'm using this NYX Liquid Suede in the color Kitten Heels. And that completes the third look. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.